Hey everyone, Shiny Sephiroth here with another X-War battle for us who are looking for advice from veteran pigeons are looking for. So this one here was actually quite challenging. Not this first battle. Team 1 from the AI, I was able to beat nearly every time with this team. I did switch out Ivy. I was having a lot of issues beating Team 3 and switching out Ivy and putting Indira in and putting Ivy in the other team and taking out Kong was exactly what that team needed. I did forget, as you can see here, I have this Wasp ship or whatever it's called. That ship I put in here, and unfortunately, I'd forgotten to do that swap. So I lucked out. The very first time I put Ivy into Team 3, I was able to win. But if I didn't win the first time, I would have done a swap and put Ship of Theseus here instead. But it worked out in the end, that team. And you know what, honestly, Ship of Theseus was very good for that team. It needed the extra health and the extra defense to overcome. But this one here, pretty standard fare for this team. And they even got an additional boost that they don't normally get with Indira leading in here with the other 3 big DPS attackers. So with Thinker and Lucas over here helping, those 4 were able to do a lot of damage and to do well, especially with the freezing and the charming that this team does. It's good to have extra backup DPS hitters just in case 1 or 2 of them, either like in this case, get charmed or taken out completely in the attacks. So yeah, and then it's always a gamble when you have Toko on a team. Her RNG, her random number generated attacks. Who knows how much she's going to attack, if she's going to go off or just do 3 slices and be done. So we saw that right there. Toko didn't do too much. I do feel like Valkyrie is the advanced version of her. That's why with her I do have Samurai, 6-star Samurai Stigs on her to increase the amount of damage she does. Overall, this team with Indira and Forest Dancer and Toko and Mecha Valkyrie, they all have a similar theme about them of just continuously hitting and hitting and hitting, and it really stops the other team from getting a chance to get you in the first place. It's a shame that we did have Indira pass out here, because we could have gotten a 3-star out of this, but it is what it is. I'm actually surprised to see that people outside of Godslayer survived this. Generally speaking, he's been the only one to survive. There was some issues when I first started trying this battle. I had him here on slot 2 at first, and nothing was going well, and he was losing, and so I switched him to 3, and nothing was going there because the Joker kept bashing everybody. And then all of a sudden, for reasons I cannot explain, this team started winning. And it was probably just random coin flips that the first few times I tried it didn't work. But I think there's a lesson in there. I mean, at first you don't succeed, try again. If you think your strategy is sound, you might just be pulling up some bad algorithm from the game. Now this one here was the difficult one. I used to have Yi in slot number 1, and in slot number 2 was Kong. For those of you who watched the most recent X-War battle video, you would have recognized and maybe remember that this team had that going on. But I saw that it was too much. Female Frozone with the Terminator and Joker, they were just all hitting too hard. And even when I made some headway, Life, who's this person here, was just healing everybody too well. So, and I started noticing when I was watching the replays that it was either the female Frozone or the Terminator, who I'd get people close to being knocked out, but one of them would just wipe out the entire team. So I figured if I put Ivy on this team to entangle some people, even if I only entangled one of them, that would give me enough of a launch pad to to push forward with this team and survive long enough to, you know, hit hard. But this was a very, very difficult battle. Without Ivy, I know that I could not have, at least with my team and the way I've formatted things and the items and the equipment and everything I've chosen to strengthen, this team would have been very difficult to beat without Ivy. And yeah, you can always say, oh, put Godslayer in this team. Well, we're dealing with a 3-team battle. So if I put Godslayer here, who's going to help out with Team 2? I mean, like I said, with the makeup of my team, this is the best case scenario, and Ivy really came in a pinch. Also, one thing I keep not giving her the credit that she deserves is Paladin. I don't know if you remember some videos ago I mentioned ISOs in basketball, and that's what she does. She creates a situation where the two people are stuck fighting. Once she does her yellow, her yellow bar increases, she does her special, it hits somebody and it creates a sort of ISO situation wherein the person that she targets can only hit them and they also cannot use their special. So outside of Ivy doing a fantastic job of entangling people and pinning them down for a bit, once we get Paladin, Julianne, in there to start using her special, she's able to get some of these people like the female Frozone or for the Terminator and do an ISO between the two of them, so it's just the two of them, and so they're not getting that aerial damage. I do not know if it's possible to manipulate your team so that she specifically targets specific people. I haven't figured that out, but it's always good to know that she can come in a pinch and force, like there have been plenty of times that I've been facing a Laura, Storm Falcon, and Paladin will hit that Laura with an ISO attack, and so then she's not hitting your entire team with that spill damage and those missiles. Of course, it's not going to be helpful for opponents like Pierre, who will continually hit the lowest HP person with his ghost attack, or for Chloris. Even if you shut Chloris down in the actual round, her in-between Sand Golem is unaffected by these things. So bada bing, bada boom, Chloris will still be able to hit hard. But anyway, that's what we have here. And I know that this wasn't a big milestone boss battle, but it felt like it. This was rather tough. So we have 40-33, and it is done. I hope this was helpful for anybody who is looking to either beat this specific level or levels that are similar to it. Thank you all for tuning in. I really appreciate the support, and I look forward to seeing you in the next video. Peace!